360, yes, another week down the drain. Anyway, it's the 22nd of March, and unless you were under a rock yesterday, we saw an amazing update. Red did a recap. I did too. Go in there, go in the back office, whatever it takes. Try to get caught up. Like As said, we're going to be moving faster, so there's no time. Look, in the last couple of years, you could say, "Oh, I can help you catch up." Nobody can help. You got to do it on your own. You got to stay caught up. I'm going to go check out my YouTube channel, and I'll be back. Red, over to you.
Thanks very much, my friends. Good to be here with Chris Johnson and Marty DeGarmo, and we've got a really good 360 coming up for you today. Obviously, the talk of the town, it's all about yesterday's webinar. That's what we're going to focus on for you guys today. We're going to try and break things down a little bit, maybe bring some information that you heard but really didn't sink in. I know it was, as I said on my live today, information overload was yesterday. It really was. It just kept coming and coming and coming. I know what I'm going to focus on today on 360. The one thing that absolutely blew my mind that I think is going to be enormous. I think that's the best terminology I can use for it. And that is OKYC. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a real game changer. If you have any idea of the amount of businesses, companies, individuals that have to have identification, verification for all sorts of reasons now, especially to verify who you are, this is going to be massive. Anyway, I'm going to hand it over to Chris now, and we will get going. Chris.
Thank you, Red. Thank you, Marty. I'll be real quick. Hi, I'm a little cold today. I'm outside because I'm enjoying the wonderful second day of spring weather. I want to wish a happy Ramadan to all my Ramadan folks, I should say. I know it started today or late last night. I'm all for all that stuff. It's great to see you guys. Let me do the birthdays real quick. I'm in shock right now from yesterday still, but happy birthday, Karen Carden, Mohan Sinj, Panasuwami. Happy birthday, Dale Whithouse, and Janet Kravanajic. Happy birthday to you. Today's going to be an exciting day. Red over paint. Thank you for Peter Shore, Daryl Cook, Janet Butler for writing those wonderful notes that are now in the back office. Read through them again. Guys, keep reading through them because each time you read them, you're going to learn something new like myself. So, Marty, you give me the thumbs up when you are ready. He said to go. Back to you, DeGarmo.
I'm as ready as I'm going to get, right? I know I talked a lot on my live about what happened yesterday. I don't believe we could talk about it enough, so I'm going to go through some of the stuff, kind of a little more of a focus on. One thing we learned yesterday is the company can do more than one thing at a time, okay? So, like Red, I didn't want to step on Red, but I'm thinking the same thing. That OKYC, let me tell you, when I heard about KYC, of course, automatically I went and started looking up of what does that entail. Talk to Mike, talk to Dan, talk to Red, talk to people. And it really, to me, was like, that's going to be a hard mountain to climb from past, especially being all over the world and all that. And I saw where Facebook and all these other companies want to start charging to verify who you are, KYC. And the lowest amount I ever saw was $1. Some of them were up to $4 or $5 a person. Well, I mean, for a company that has done nothing but spend money building this massive, massive foundation, throwing out another $1.4 million is unbelievable. I really thought, like, what are they going to do? Does the merchant do it? That doesn't make sense. We have to verify. I guess they could, but I think it's a third party. And I went and looked, and yeah, it's as bad as I think it is. And what does the company do? Yes, they didn't bring it up. Thank God. I love when they just blew it out there yesterday. Some stuff is nice to take the journey, but because some people don't understand what they're seeing, the journey, they make it rough. like I said on my live, I don't wait. I'm not waiting for anything. If I was in the waiting mode, it'd drive me insane. There's plenty you can be doing besides this waiting thing. What the frick are you waiting for? When it comes, I'm going to go, whoop, there's my link. I know what I'm going to do. Why? Because I build a small foundation of where I'm going, where I want to go. Everybody can do the same thing. I just don't just wait. And don't sit back and him and her and she and he did. And he, nobody here has a magic wand. No one. Anything I did or did not do, I did and did not do because I wanted to. And we've been saying from the beginning, passive is wide open, wide open. So not only did they create this KYC, OKYC, I'm going to let Red say most of it, but it just blew me away like it did him, is to make a system that's going to do that and actually switch it from a costing money to something that they can make money. And I'm always blown away, right? So what do you do with all these companies are doing it? All of them, like it or don't like it, they're all doing it. Could you imagine telling them, hey, what's the best price you could be? $1, and you tell them 60 cents. Guys, they're all going to do it. It's just like everything else in passive. It's not a marketing thing. It's just facts. Is it better? Is it cheaper? Is it better value above market value? Yes. Well, what freaking, you don't have to think about it. Are they going to do it? Yes, by the millions. And that's another product that they turned in from a hill into something that actually bring in revenue. It's mind blowing. And one thing I want to say, I don't have a lot to say because I said so much today. My throat's starting to hurt. Everything you see, if you elect on waiting, which I don't get it, everything you see or hear or watched or Muhammad Nazal, Muhammad Kamal, all of them, Dr. Susan, are you kidding me, guys? None of them need a job. None of them were looking for anything. Everybody came together. Perfect. They wanted to be here because they see things that normal people can't see. Sorry, but a lot of people didn't see passive, and now they want to be a founder. I've seen a couple of people, hey, is it too late to be a founder? Only by 10 months. But anyway, and you couldn't be one if you're a millionaire. That's pretty strong. But remember, everything we see and hear, even if you're waiting, is for you. Everything. All the things they're juggling. That train going by right now in Dubai is marketing for you. You wrap your head around that and then think waiting. What do you mean waiting? You should be dancing. I mean, there's a lot that could be done. If you want to do YouTube, there's something I wanted to bring about YouTube. I got to get off that. I should have known Red was going to think about the same thing, but I didn't talk to him. Anyway, another one that's a big, big deal. And people got to think about this. Everybody now, surprise, surprise, wants to be YouTubers. I'm going to explain to you. It's not easy. It takes work. You do YouTube, you work for YouTube, and YouTube will work for you. That's it. It's not free. Nothing happens by accident. And you're only as popular as your last video. Flat out. That's it. Sorry, don't have to like it. That's fact. Do not just take people's video and throw it on your channel. Listen, Create will help you do some of that stuff, but here's what Ash said. Red said it. I said it. Chris said it. I said it. Red said it. We've all said it. If you see a video you like, you could take it. Now, if you can't do this, don't do it. But you could take it, chop off the front and say, look, there's a small clip here I'd like to show you that talks about the dashboard for each short trim URL that you make. It's mind-blowing. Please watch it. It's only 30 seconds long. Boom, they do it. At the end, you say, you see what I mean? And guess what? That's free. Click on the link or do this or do that. Call the action. Do that over and over and over. Don't take all of the mail. Why would you do that? They have 10 or 15 unbelievable things that come with it. Take them in sections and make the videos. The other thing is if you don't have a page, you don't. If you don't have a link, by the way, you don't. I don't either. Okay, what I did is different. You don't have one, so that's fine. You could make these videos and put them in unlisted and bring them out when it's time. Boom, baby. And do like 2 a day. Boom, boom, boom. And people say, well, I don't know if it's right, monetize and whatever. Listen to me. You leverage everything you do. If I can bring money in from Unpassive and I can bring money in from YouTube until YouTube becomes working for me, which means I'm bringing people no connect, making extra money means it just gives me more options to give if I want to give anything, right? It's not about, look, I'm not money hungry. I said from the very beginning, me personally, I don't want to think about it. Thinking about money is a waste. I don't like wasting. What am I thinking about? If I fix this, can I pay my electric? That's the part of money I don't want to think about. I want to know if somebody's there, they need help, I can help them. Most of these people here are the same. We're not muggly. Remember? Very good thing to remember, muggly. And I never liked it. I never liked people that they're sitting bigger and they think they're better than everybody else, because most of them are lying. And one little problem happens, they lose their home, their house, everything else. They're divorced and they're living in the street because they lived higher than their means. Money and success for me is not worried about the stupid stuff. I don't want to worry about stupid money. I want it to be there. If I need to help somebody, I can. Will it be there? Yes. Will it be there quicker if you do something? Yes. Does it make sense to compare where you're going to be on day one to Redfern or me or Mike Williams or somebody that built now? We built beforehand. But no, you're still going to be there. You're still going to be there. You could buy traffic, you could do all that. But if you put in a little bit, and I mean very little, it'll magnify and multiply for you to have bigger and better everything that you want. It really will. I didn't just say it, I did it. I looked beyond this journey of building. That's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on tomorrow. But the problem is, if you want tomorrow to be different, it depends on what you did today. So if you just sat there, you're going to get just sat there income. People say, what's that, zero? I didn't say it's zero, but you're going to get the system working for you. That's what we were promised. But you could leverage that and move it a little quicker. That's all I'm saying. If you're doing a live, start worrying about you. Start focusing on you. Oh, I'm going to share this video, share that video. Do you know how goofy that is? It was okay in the beginning. It was goofy. You're going to share what? With what? I mean, all your visitors are founders. So you just move that founder's video over to yours, to his. No, start focusing on you. Say something, give a little value. And if you don't have a link, hold it. Put it in your holding pen, which is unlisted. Nobody can see it. Anyway, the little bit that I have, I'm done there. And I'm going to turn it over to Red so he could talk about what I wanted to talk about. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's a big deal. It is a big deal. Anyway, Red, here you go.
Thanks very much, Marty. For somebody who said I haven't got much, it's going to be a short one. That was amazing. I know it's like Chris Johnson all over again. And actually, it's funny, isn't it, that when all of us speak, it gets my brain going, listening, and I was thinking. And I'm just going to touch on the YouTube thing for maybe to help people who are starting out there. All of us here haven't just turned up and gone, boom, here we are, we've got a YouTube channel, we've got thousands of people, our subscribers. Remember back a year or so ago, or even longer, when Chris first started out on his YouTube journey, and me and Marty were pushing him and all the rest of it. We used to rip him about how many subscribers he had. Even Ash Mufareh jumped on that bandwagon about his 3 subscribers, and then it went to 5. And now look at him, absolutely flying. And this is what we're trying to tell you guys out there now, as far as YouTube is concerned. It's not an easy task. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency. And that really is the key. Like Marty said, the day that you don't do anything is the day that your subscribers and your views take a tanking. They just go downhill. You have to keep putting more and more content into your YouTube channel to grow that subscriber place and platform that you have. And this takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time, but it really gets very addictive. Parents will tell you this. When she first started out, she absolutely hated doing lives. Raphael Saint-Germain as well. You know, it becomes very much a part of your daily routine that you want to do a live because you feel that you want to update your viewers, your subscribers, the people who are looking at you. And remember, you must be yourself in front of a camera. There's no point in me trying to be Chris Johnson going, hey, 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 or Marty DeGarmo or anybody like that. That's not the idea behind doing a YouTube channel at all. It's about being you, who you are, what your passions are, what your things that you like doing. This is where you should go down this route. Again, I'm going to give the example of Pat Parent. She uses her hashtag as God's word. That is what she's into. That is what she is. And that is how she set her stall out as far as YouTube is concerned. Obviously, it's on passive, but she's incorporated that with her religious beliefs. And the same as Raphael Saint-Germain. He gives us some of the most amazing tours of where he lives around the Bahamas. I just want to jump through the screen and go and lie on that beach and go in the sea. But that's what he's using. He's using what he has. And we should all look at this and do the same. Anyway, I diversify. One thing I will say, it's never too late to start. And that's the key here. Just start and you will start getting on. Right, let's go back to last night. As I said on my live, information overload, it really was. We had Burj Khalifa, we had the update of Dr. Susan going to Egypt to meet the president. I mean, come on, guys. She's going to see a president of a country, 110 million people in Egypt, a personal invitation. She is representing on passive there. That's a huge deal. And she's getting asked all over the place to go to various events and in different countries. Then we had the update about O-Tracker, Mother's Day. I mean, O-Tracker, what a great tool that's going to be for marketers, for businesses, for anybody who has a website that is selling anything that needs the analytical data that they need to be able to see where their money is being spent and how efficient what they have is working, which areas, which countries, which age groups, time of days, cities, demographics. You will get all of that from O-Tracker. Then Ash dropped the bomb as far as OKYC. Now, as far as before I get onto that, let's just tell you about O-Connect. He said it's going to be in our ecosystem by the end of March. We will have the full version, because I asked him that question. He said yes. The full version we will be able to test in our back office, use amongst ourselves, amongst our friends for a week or two before the OKYC comes in and it becomes a paid commercial product that we will have to buy. Price-wise, affordable. What affordable is, I don't know. But I know one thing. He said, whatever you're paying now, it will be cheaper. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know anything else like that. If it's whatever you're paying now, it's going to be cheaper. So it's a winner-winner as far as that is concerned. One thing I will say as far as using O-Connect within the ecosystem during this trial period where it's free, remember, we haven't got the links for it yet. Let's use it amongst ourselves like we are now. Okay, let's test it, use it, get used to it so that when it becomes a paid version, then we are not burning our bridges as far as our warm market is concerned. On passive don't need any extra help, guys, for their marketing strategy. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay, so let's just hold your foot up a little bit. Okay, let's enjoy getting to know OConnect whilst we have the time to do it. KYC. I was absolutely shocked, blown away when he dropped that one on us. He's been saying for weeks, for months, we will be showing you stuff when it's ready. You don't have to know about it. It will just be appearing. This is one of those times. It hasn't got to be tested. It hasn't got to be prepped. It's not in the pipeline. It's ready. It's going to be implemented when we go live so that we can verify who we are. It will connect into the wallets to make sure that verification is all done. It will verify that every single person who is in on the ecosystem of OnPassive is a real person. There will be a cooling off period. If you haven't replied within 72 hours, I think he said 3 days, then that O-mail will revert back to somebody else. It is amazing. This, for me, is as big, if not bigger, than what OConnect is going to be. Why am I saying that? And why do I think that? Because of the amount of businesses, individuals, companies, anywhere you look now, in any walk of life, have to have verification of that person. Whether it's new job, whether it is applying for anything now online, you have to do a KYC. And this is a combination of facial recognition, documentation, passports, IDs, etc., etc. What OKYC is going to do, it's going to be done almost instantly in a very, very short period of time. But one thing is, it's going to make sure that that person is real. You can't just hold up to the camera a picture and go, that's me. No, it doesn't work like that. It actually looks at that image. It goes deeper to make sure that it is real. That person is real. And this is what all companies want to have now. They are clambering over it. You only have to look at social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, just to name 3 off the bat, who are all trying to make sure that they have real people using their products and services. OnPassive are doing this before we start. We're not backpedaling to make sure that it is going to be done. We are doing it in front of us. And as Marty said, if OKYC is going to be offered to these millions of individuals and companies out there that are already using a third party for their KYC, which they have to, a lot of it's by law now. And if we come into the marketplace at half price, it's game over, absolutely game over. And where's that revenue going in? It's going into the company. What has Ash Mufareh always said? Revenue from the company will get shared amongst the foundership. It's not all about selling something, making a commission. It goes to you. There's other ways that we will benefit from this business. It's not just about our efforts, the company efforts as well, all come into what it is. And I haven't the foggiest idea what's going to be happening in April as far as the foundership is concerned, which is what he was talking about. I mean, my mind is going, well, what else can we have? Haven't we got enough already from what he's doing? But when he's saying that lawyers, the company is saying, you shouldn't be doing this, you don't need to do this, he's going, no, I want to do it, then you know that it is in our best interests. Anyway, I've gone on long enough. Chris Johnson, it's you.
Wow, you guys didn't leave me anything here. Where'd you go, Red? I scared you off already. Number one, you guys, that was absolutely great. And the running joke is I never have nothing. And honest truth, I'm still kind of in shock from yesterday. And when I'm in shock or I can't get my mind to think the way I want it to think, because I'm very, very excited. I watch YouTube or I watch TikTok, believe it or not, and I try to make something, go in my head that I could talk about and maybe teach you something. Now, I was number one. Let me explain something to you. Yesterday, 80,516 guests attended Connect. All right. Technology. Remember that word. 114,000 in a very short period of time, plus, because we don't know all the numbers from everywhere. We're watching the Burj Khalifa and that cool little dude that was on there. I really liked the little guy in the beginning that was dancing. All right. Absolutely loved it. So I'm watching. I know what Red's going to say. I know what Marty's going to say, because these guys are just technology nuts and they love it. And I'm a whole different kind of person. So I'm watching this YouTube today, and it was about a man who lost his 20-year-old daughter, and I believe in a drunk driving car accident. She was a heart donor or a transplant donor for her body. And this guy was doing a 2,600 marathon on his bike to raise money for causes of helping people. And it turned out one of the individuals that stopped him was the actual young man who actually received his daughter's heart and saved his life. Really cool. And it was cool because, of course, it was really emotional, but the guy brought a stethoscope for the man. So listen, I want you to hear your daughter. She's still alive and she's still well. I thought it was cool. And then I thought about that's what technology is. Technology gave us heart transplants, lung transplants, kidney transplants. It's got us billions of light years into space. It's got us thousands of feet under the ocean. It's done amazing things. Now, we throw in a little bit of what I call the best medicine in the world, which is AI, artificial intelligence. You have on a donors list, you have a long wait sometimes because it's got to go through all kind of rules and regulations. I believe with artificial intelligence, just to let, if anyone's listening out there, Ash, just maybe there's a faster, better process that we can use with artificial intelligence to get people maybe that heart or that lung or those kidneys. This is where I talk about on passive and the technology that Ash Mafara and his tech team built from scratch. It's going to touch a lot of hearts. It's going to do amazing things. Monetary, health. I believe it's going to take a lot of hate away from people. I think it's going to add a lot of hearts, because I think right now Ash Mafara is showing his heart from this company and what we're doing. Everything that he has built from scratch and the things we don't even know about, like Red was talking about, like, my goodness, what else do you got, brother? Beam me up, Scotty. What is it? And that's the exciting part for me. The technology that Ash is doing is things that he's probably dreamed up as a kid. All right. Or thought about, man, I could, and I love his attitude, because he says this, if you could think it, I'll find someone to do it. And I believe he's done that. I think Ash took just about every one of his dreams as he was growing up, and he put it into a passive. In other words, he owned it. Like OKYC, we own it. How cool was that? Every dream Ash had, every dream that you and I have, guess what? We own them. No one can take our dreams away. But right now, I believe a passive is the only one that actually can get you to that dream. I think it's pretty amazing. What I watched yesterday, there's no words that I could say. I can't talk like Mr. Red or Mr. Marty. It's great. The products. Tracker. I thought actually there was two things I loved. I loved the presentation, that short presentation, which was long, but I loved it, of what the guy did on Tracker. Hands off to that guy. I really thought that was cool. Guess what? I understood it. They have the guy who's 57 years old, doesn't have a technical bone in his body. I'm like, wow, what did I think Tracker was? Again, don't be fooled by the names. When Ash says Tracker, it's so much more. When Ash says Connect, oh my God, we found out it's so much more. He set an example right off the rip, guys. 3 products he's given away. that to me are multi-billion-dollar companies, each on his own, if not crossing into the T's there. He's giving them away. All right. I would say 50 products. He's got thousands of products that he's going to hit us with over the years. It's not going to stop. Technology. Ash Mafara's heart beats technology. All right. We have blood running through our veins. That guy's got little data, I think, running in and out of his heart back to his head, but it's all got heart. But this is what impassive is. And by the way, Bill Musk, thank you for the beautiful brand new backdrop. I almost forgot there. I love it. So does Red and Marty. We're just so excited about the technology. There you go again, technology. Media. Where do you think media is going to take us? Farther than you can think. Media is going to take us farther than we can think. But man, physical products, he's giving us the goosebumps on the physical products. I really honestly understand now when he says 1%. 1%. Man, I'm so happy to know 1%. I like waiting for the new stuff. In the last few weeks, Marty said something today on his live. I think it was his live, or he said it to me or Red. I can't remember. He said in that 2-week period that we were waiting, we all three of us knew what was going on because we know he's working his tail end off. And then boom, the meeting hits. It happens. In the 2 weeks, we forgot all about it. Technology, man. You guys are going to, I believe right now, you're in the best business in the world, not just for technology, but for everything else. When Ash says solutions, I really believe he's got the solutions for everyone. When they say, Chris, who can use impassive? Everyone, anyone. It's a great, listen, I can't call it a company. I don't even call it a business. I call it a life changer because I really believe it's going to change people's lives. Red and Marty talk about all the time. Imagine the guy that makes somewhere in the country $100 a week. His whole life, he's 70 years old, and boom, next thing you know, he's making $1,000 a week. Hypothetical, I'm saying. He's a founder. How much is his life going to change? There's thousands and thousands and millions of people out there who've never had an opportunity to make money online, even maybe just not making a good amount of money because of where they live. That's all about the change. Oh, Chris, we're not waiting for nothing. It's here. If you're not excited about this wait, which I don't call it a wait, think about it. What did he say? In a couple weeks, in March, this is going to happen. And then I'm going to let you play with it a little bit. I'll show your friends, play with it. Marketing strategies. And then bada bing, bada boom. It's April. What did he say about April? If you're not excited about this company, then what does Marty say? You live under a rock. What does Red say? At the end of your day, you might as well go the other way. This is the most amazing thing I've witnessed in my life. It's also the most proudest. Number one, I found some lifelong friends who think a lot like me. Absolutely love every one of you. But Ash Mafara, you're one of a kind. They definitely broke the mold. They broke the mold when they made you because nobody in their right mind, except you, would give this thing away like you've done to totally strange people that you don't know, or maybe even undeserving people, as we find out sometimes. And that's okay because I believe your heart will turn around. Some of you may be a little upset or bitter because you're just going through some tough challenges right now. And I really get that. I think all three of us on this panel have lived through tough challenges. Probably not as bad as some people in different countries. They've had it worse their whole lives. We really want to change that. Oh, bless. You heard what Mr. Ash said about, wait a minute. You heard about what my brother Ash said about oh, bless. And he's absolutely correct. It's a tool to educate people, to help people. What you guys did for William in his school was amazing. All right. You definitely built some walls so he can educate kids and it's going to be an amazing thing. So I appreciate you all for that. And I could probably talk for hours, even though I really don't have nothing. But all I want to let you know is this guy, Chris Johnson, 57 years old, lives in Michigan, retired auto worker, worked my butt off my entire life, can now sit back and relax because I know I got a company that's going to strictly work for me. So God bless every one of you. Marty or Red, back to you. I'm done. And again, Bill Must, thank you.
You are a totally strange person.
Yes. Strange people. Hey, speak for yourself when you say that, all right? Hey, I'm so glad, though, we talk like this to be really quick because you don't have anything. Red didn't have anything. I didn't have anything. So when you hear us say that, you know we don't tell the truth, okay? That's the only time we're lying to you. When we don't have anything, we have a lot. Anyway, everything that you heard today, I just want you to think about one thing. It was all done for you. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Even if you don't understand. Like I said before, the richest women and family in the United States, one of them is the Walmart sisters. They don't shop at Walmart. They probably don't even know what's in their store. Every time somebody walks through and cha-ching in that cash register, they get paid a nickel here, a dime here, and it adds up. Same here. You don't have to be an expert on all this stuff. You'll learn as you go. Do I recommend learn what you can? Absolutely. It's your business. But anyway, that's all I have. If you guys don't have anything else, I'm going to shut it down. If any of you have anything besides Chris,
wait a minute. And I want you to shut the Red. Wait for Red. Do you have anything else you're going to say? Because I'm going to do this quick. Marty, as soon as I say what I got to say, I want you to end it immediately. Little competition contest amongst the founders, whoever's watching today. What's the prize? You're a founder. You don't need any more prizes. There's something different on our screen today. I want you to